anybody's phone. So, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Pastor Mike Pratt, and I had the honor of pastoring Rita for the last few months. And like I said, I enjoyed Rita a great deal. I enjoyed talking with her. I enjoyed looking at her face when she smiled, because when she smiled, it wasn't just her mouth that smiled, it was her whole face that smiled. And it was really neat to see. Her eyes would smile. She was a wonderful, wonderful lady. I had several conversations with Rita at her home, here at church, and those conversations that I had with her, I spoke to her about her faith in Jesus. And it was wonderful to hear about Rita's connection that she had with Jesus and that she has now with Jesus. It was wonderful to see. And it was wonderful to hear about from her. Rita joined Redemption Rock here on a number of occasions, and it was always a pleasure to look out and see Rita sitting there, and she'd have a big smile on her face, and she'd be nodding, not nodding off to sleep like some people do when I preach, but she'd be nodding and actually acknowledging what was being said, and she had a big smile on her face, and it was wonderful to see. She smiled easily and often, didn't she? As a matter of fact, as Jackie and I were preparing for this memorial service, we spoke about that very thing, the fact that Rita was a smiler, that she smiled easily and often. And it was difficult for us, though I know there were times, but it was difficult for us to recall times when Rita wasn't smiling, didn't smile, because she was just good at that, and she liked to smile. Rita loved people. She loved everyone, and I do mean everyone. She loved people. I had the opportunity to serve Rita communion a few days before she left this side of eternity. And it was a precious time of sharing God's word with her and holding her hand and looking into her eyes and sharing the Lord's Supper with her. Rita was a great example of what God says love is in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. This is what God says about love. And you can transpose this to Rita as well. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. And love never fails. That's Rita, isn't it? Folks, when I think of Rita, I think of love. I will miss Rita dearly, just as Dean was saying. I will miss her dearly, dearly. Because faith, love, and hope are tied together, and Rita was all three of those. Faith, hope, and love. Her life and her death made an imprint on everyone who knew her. And our life and our death will also leave an imprint on the people that we encounter all our lives, everyone that we encounter. The Apostle Paul in the Bible shared these words as he approached his coming death. And his words are recorded in the Bible in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 6 through 8. And the Apostle Paul says this: "For I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time for my departure is near. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all, like Rita, who have longed for his appearing." Did you hear that? He said, "The time for my departure is near." Rita knew that the time for her departure was near. The Greek word in this text is translated departure.